Hi, welcome back to CES 2012 in Las Vegas. We're in the Thermaltake suite. I'm here with Ransom, and we've got loads of power supplies around us.
Yes, we have a lot of new power supply for today.
Okay, a power supply is a power supply, so why is yours better than somebody else's? Sell it to me.
Well, there's three simple reasons why Thermaltake power supply. First, we are not making power supply in the beginning. So to innovate something better, we create a better power supply. We listen to what user want, we make it happen. Secondly, we try to innovate what power supply can do today, tomorrow. So we get an advancement in technology. And the third one is we take care of you. We got 5 to 7 years warranty on a power supply.
Okay, that's a lot of promises there.
Yes, we do promises a lot. Now, we know that a power supply might go bad in 3 years, but we stand by you. We have 5 years. If something goes wrong, we of course will back it up.
Okay, so let's look at the power supplies themselves. So you've got the Smart Series here on the right-hand side, Tough Power Platinum, and a whole bunch of high wattage PSUs. So again, can you tell me the key features about each one and why it would be class leading in your opinion, I presume?
Okay, now the first thing is that when you're talking about power supply, we go to pricing. Pricing is important. The more expensive the power supply is the component we use inside. You want a good component for your good system. And we have good cable management, cable routing, and of course, the ripple itself on the power supply, we try to make it as low as possible for our user.
Yeah. Would you say your power supplies in their particular ranges are less expensive or the same
It's
price?
more expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than our competitors.
Yeah. For the reasons you discussed at the start.
Exactly. It's about how we make the power supply, the component, and a lot of reason is Thermaltake have a lot of choices for you to pick on. We have a lot of power supply. We don't make 5, but we make 50. Mm-hmm. So you got from lower end to the highest end you can get.
Yeah. We've seen 80 plus mandate certain specs, and pretty much every manufacturer has jumped on that. So they've gone from bronze, silver, gold, now platinum.
Yes.
And now titanium actually as a specification.
And diamonds coming out, I guess.
So do you think that's a good thing for the industry in general, trying to get very, very high efficiency? Because surely it must cost you a fair bit of money in research and development to make sure the efficiency is high. But we don't hear about other things such as ripple, hold-up time, etc. So you think the focus on efficiency is good?
Well, it's a trend going on. Personally, how much can you save per year on a Gold Series power supply or a Platinum Series power supply? Immediately it'll cost you arm and leg. We know that. But how much you can actually make the money back? Now, from what we think, it's not gonna be that easy. It takes a while to actually make a power supply worth. Now, we doing that is because the market demanded. Okay, you got government that wants something really crazy spec, like 97% efficiency. Once the technology is developed, why not just use it?
Yeah.
So that's how you see the importance of efficiency. For a home user, you don't find much any increasement or decreasement in your energy bill in 1 month, but it takes a longer time to actually happen.
Okay. And we're seeing some new stuff here, but can you talk generally about some of the improvements or advancements we're going to see from Thermaltake in future power supplies?
Yeah, sure. And Thermaltake we took a long time to actually implement a cable like that, a flat routing cables. Okay, what we're afraid is that we know electricity always tend to not doing well when you get a 90-degree turn. That's the main thing about wires. So it took a lot of research, and finally we want something easy for cable management, so we implement that. That's for 2012.
And on power supplies, why so many white power supplies?
Well, the white color is not white and black thing, it's the demand. Some people like white color, some people like black color. Mm-hmm. The reason we do that is it's a small demand that people will love it. Like system builders, system integrators. When they have a white series case, they want to use everything white. When they have black, they want to use black. Okay. Or they mix together, become zebras.
Okay, that's power supplies, but you guys are pretty famous for chassis.
Yes.
So let's walk on over.
Let's go to the chassis.
So Ransom, as I said before, you guys are pretty famous for chassis. Level 10, which kind of blew our mind. Was it 2 years ago now?
Well, level 10 is about 2 years. But before that, a year later, we got level 10 GT. Now, the difference is the level 10 is made all by aluminum. It's expensive and it's heavy. So we cost down the version, so we got level 10 GT. Now the level 10 GT is an exciting case. I can say it's really exciting.
Yeah, but you've got something which you hope is going to be even more exciting.
More crazier
Go on.
than your imagination.
Show us.
Okay. Now, what you're seeing here is called the Aztec mod. It's mod by a person named Dan McGrath. And he is a designer on a lot of stuff, and this is purely handmade. And it's crafted by one person. And the duration about this case modding is about 3 months. Okay, so you have basically the whole Aztec version, and this is the level 10 GT case.
Right, can we buy it?
You cannot buy it at the moment because we're thinking about trying to make something special about that. And of course, if you have interest, you can hop on online and Google something like case modding and start your hobby right there.
Right. Does it also mean that because you're showing special edition models here, that you maybe have one in the works, a GT2, say?
Of course, we got GTS. Now the GTS is a little bit cost down version to target on system integrator. That's why we have like a lot of different flavor in the GT version.
Yeah. What about super high end? Because as I said, the GT when it first came out blew everybody's mind.
Exactly.
Are we going to see something like that again? Perhaps at Computex?
Perhaps at Computex we got something new. Maybe some other manufacturing instead level 10. But I will show you what is the transformation within the Aztec and before and after.
Okay. Now I'm going to be slightly boring and say from really interesting chassis, let's go to coolers.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we've seen the Frio, the cooler, out for some time. But on this piano, you've got 4 separate ones. What's happening here?
In Thermaltake, we don't make 10,000 coolers a month. We make a small quantity amount. And we want is more flavor, more colors, more choices for our users. When you think about Thermaltake, you can, okay, I can have black color, red color, white color, blue color, and it's the choices that we make. And at this point, you can see here we got the Snow Edition is coming out. You see a lot of white color cases, white color cooler, white power supply, white keyboard, white mouse.
Apart from the design, are they exactly the same? Because I can see they do look different.
Well, they're exactly the same cooler as what the original came out, like the Frio OCK, the Frio, or the Frio Advance. The Advance is a little bit same as the Jing cooler. We see that a year and a half ago at Computex or Cibit, and we make it a red color, and we change some heat pipe specification to be a better performance.
So is your thinking one of not making too many different coolers, say between the range of 90 watts and say 300 watts, but to make one and innovate around that?
Well, we have like the OCK, the Frio, they all are different performance cooler. Okay, the best cooler is the Frio Extreme. It can stand about 250 to 280 watt pulse on CPU wattage.
One last question then, and it's the most difficult one. Why should people buy Thermaltake instead of somebody else's products?
Well, Thermaltake, we've been here for not so long, but the innovation and our company cultures, what we bring you today, the warranty, we back you up for so many years. That's why Thermaltake is still here. And we have a lot more room to grow in the futures.
Okay, well thanks very much.
Thank you.
That's Thermaltake, some interesting coolers, power supplies and chassis. Head back for more coverage from CES 2012 with Hexus TV.